Morning, everybody. Right, so we will get started with the homework. So I put the homework down here into the homework journal. Here it is here. So I'll mark it in here just because that's what we do in class. Okay, so what fraction of each of the following shapes is coloured? So we need to count the kind of amount of segments in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that becomes the bottom line of the fraction. So this circle is split into eighths. And then how many of those segments are coloured? 1, 2, 3 of them. So 3/8 are coloured in. Yeah? Okay, the next one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 along that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 4 this way and 8 this way. So 4/8 are 32. So that rectangle is split into 32 segments. I'm just going to clean this off. We need to count how many are coloured. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are coloured. Oh, just realised I did C. Anyway, so that's 6 out of 32 for C. Go down to B now. So this rectangle is split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. Same as part A. And how many, get rid of these. How many are coloured? 1, 2. 2 are coloured in. 2 out of 8. Okay, D. This shape is split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know what the shape's called? Yeah, pentagon. So 5, and how many are coloured? This one and this one, which is 2. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is my total number of segments that the shape is broken into. And then 1, 2, 3 of them coloured in. Oh my god, I missed E. Sorry. You'll have them all done just in a mad order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So split into 6. How many coloured? This one is coloured and this one is coloured, which is 2. Now, so sorry about doing them all over the place, but there are the answers. Some of those fractions are not in their simplest form, but it doesn't say anywhere in the question that they need to be. Okay, so if you did simplify them, that's fine. If you didn't, that's absolutely fine too, because it doesn't say. Okay, so part A is 3/8, part B is 2/8. That could also be a quarter if you changed it. Part C is 6 over 32, which would change to 3/16 if you did that. Part D is 2/5, part E is 2/6, but that could change to a third, and then part F is 3/8. All right. Okay, and question 2, shade or colour in the fractions indicated in each of the given diagrams. Okay, so 1 out of 12. So presumably this is split into 12. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. So it's split into 12. So they want me to colour in 1/12. Do it a marker maybe. So there's 1/12. 2/12. 2 of the boxes. 3/12. And 4/12. It doesn't matter which 3 or which 4 you do, and it makes no difference which colour in 4 boxes. Okay, so are these in 20s? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So these are split into 20s, and we might change colour. This one wants 7, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to do it a little bit less. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 20ths, 1, 2, 3, and 2 20ths, 1, 2. Okay, so that's all the homework, so check that, and same as in class, fix it. So if there's any issues at all and you don't understand it, remember please that, so this second video is called Rational Numbers 2. So up here in the collaboration space, I have questions on rational numbers 2. So if you have any questions on the homework, please write it in there and I'll come back to you on it before the end of the day. Yeah? Okay, so we will keep going. Right, so the next part of this chapter is essentially, if I add a new heading, it's operations with fractions. Okay, so you remember from previous chapters, that's where we add, subtract, we multiply, and we divide. Okay, because you have your calculator, these all become really, really easy now. So we'll do a few just to make sure you know how to use your calculator properly. Right, so the first one is 3 over 5. I might just snip it actually, so I'm not going back and forth. Alright. So oh, it's up here. Okay. So here's the calculator. And there's the questions. Right? And just get rid of the stuff we did the other day. Ooh. Right. So the first one is 3 over 5 plus 2 over 9. Okay, so you're going to want to use your fraction button, which will give you a fraction up here. You need to put your 3 on the top and your 5 on the bottom. Now, it's important that you use this arrow button so that when you hit the plus, it's in the middle. Okay, you don't want the plus stuck on the bottom line or stuck on the top line, so you don't want to be stuck in the fraction. So you use this arrow button to get out of the fraction. Then you hit your fraction button again, so you get a new fraction, and you type in your 2 over 9. Okay, so I'm hitting my fraction button, I'm putting in 3 over 5. I'm using my right hand button to get out of the fraction before I press the plus. Then I'm putting my fraction in again. Sorry, so you put your fraction in again, and then the top line this time is going to be 2. Use your down arrow to get down, and then your bottom one here is going to be 9. 9 in. Again, use this right hand arrow to get out, and then when you're done and you have it all typed in, hit your equals button. Okay, and I am getting 37 over 45. Yeah? So type that in and make sure you're getting that as well, following those instructions. So if you need to go back, pause, and do one thing at a time, do that. I'm going to jump to C because that's the same. Okay? So again, you're going to hit your fraction button, which will bring your fraction up here. You're going to put your 5 in here and your 6 in here. Use your right hand arrow to get out before you hit your plus so that the plus goes in the middle. Oh, it's actually not a plus. Sorry, it's a minus. So use your right hand arrow to bring you out of the fraction before you hit your minus, because that's what the question is. Then you go back and you go fraction again. And this time we're putting in a 3 on the top and an 8 on the bottom. Okay, so fraction 5/6 minus fraction 3/8. Press equals, and this time I'm getting 11/24. Yeah? And then the last one here, well, it's actually the middle one, but I showed you how to type in these. Do you remember what these are called? So they're called mixed fractions. Yeah? Okay, so the way you type them in is you press your shift button before you press your fraction button. So you do this first and then you do this. And then that gives you up here a fraction, like a box, and then your fraction. Okay, so then here you want to put in your 10. Here you want to put in, 4. And in this one, you're going to want to put in your 5. Okay, so I'm putting in my 10. Use your arrows to move yourself around the fraction. Remember, when you're finished putting in the fraction, it's this button to get out of the fraction. The sign, I've kind of gotten rid of there, but the sign is a plus. So put in your plus. And then it's another mixed fraction. So we're going to have to go back up here, press shift, press fraction again. So shift fraction, and we put in the 6, then on top the 3, and on the bottom the 4, and press equals. So if you've typed that in correctly, which I think I have, you get 351/20. Okay, so that's just all about calculator skills, really. Okay, it's just about, do you know how to correctly type in fractions? Whether they're proper fractions, improper fractions, or mixed fractions. Okay? So again, if you have any questions, please let me know. But we've done them now. Okay, so I will give you some homework from here just to practice on your calculator. But we'll skip straight down to multiplying. Okay, so again, no big secret here. Let's go up here. Okay, so now if I was in class, I'd leave you to do this on your own. So feel free to pause and give it a go and then come back and check the answer. Okay, so we're putting in a fifth. So we need to hit our fraction, which gives us the fraction up here. Top line is going to be a 1 and bottom line is going to be a 5. Use your right hand arrow to get out, and this time the sign is multiply. So we want a multiply sign in here. Then you go again with your fraction button to give you your second fraction. Top line of that you want a 2 and bottom line you want a 3. So we get 1/5 times fraction 2/3, and when I press equals I get 2/15. Okay, and then if you apply the exact same logic to the second one, there's really no difference there except you're typing in different numbers. It's 9/20. Okay, so hopefully you did pause it and you got those answers before me doing it. Okay, so that's multiplication. And then the last one is division. Okay, so again, feel free, pause me, give it a go, get your 2 answers, and so if you want to pause it there where you can see it, get your 2 answers and then play it and see if you got it right. I'm sure you will. Right, so the first one is 5 over 6 divided by a quarter. So again, pretty straightforward. You go fraction button, which gives you your 5 on top, your 6 on the bottom. You need to press your right hand arrow and then your divide, so that your divide goes up in the middle, and then you're back to your fraction button again. Second fraction is a quarter, so that's going to be 1 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So 5 over 6 divided by 1 over 4, and we get 10 over 3. Okay, and then the second one is, again, same deal, except this time we've got our mixed fractions, but again, not a problem. So 2 1/3. So this is where you have to press the shift and the fraction so that you get the mixed fraction symbol. And then your 2 goes in here. Your 1 goes in here, and your 3 goes in here. So that's your 2 1/3. You press this, it's a division, so you press divide, and you get your divide in the middle. And then the second one is mixed again, so you're going to have to do that again. So you're going to have to go shift and fraction again to get the mixed fraction symbol, and then just put everything in the right place. So 1 will go there, the 3 will go there, and the 4 will go on the bottom. 1 3/4. Okay, so I'll type that in now. So it's 2 1 3 divided by shift and fraction 1 3 4. I'm just using my arrows to move around the fractions, and when I do that, oh, I've lost my cursor. Here you go. I'm getting 4 over 3. Okay, so hopefully you were able to get them right. If you're having issues getting them right, please let me know. Okay, but that's pretty much it. Because you have the use of your calculator, you don't need to do anything crazy when it comes to fractions. All right, so like I said, listen through this video, take down any notes that are required. If there's any questions you have to ask, please go back out here into the collaboration space. This video was rational numbers 2. If you want to throw a question in there, please do. Your homework, so I'll go through it here anyway in the video, and then I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so it'll be here under Wednesday the 13th of January. So I suppose what I'm aiming for here is that the time spent on maths today is the same as you would spend in school. So normally in school we have an hour-long class. I give you a few minutes to start your homework, and then you finish your homework at home, which is maybe another 10-15 minutes kind of time. So that's sort of what I'm aiming. So for you to watch this video, take down your notes and do your work, I am expecting it to take you about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, that's what I'm gauging. So if it's taking you if it's taking you an hour and 20 minutes, that's fine. But if it's taking you like 2.5 hours, you really need to let me know. Okay, so I'm obviously doing my best to gauge the speed you're working at without being in front of you. So please, if the work is taking you much longer than I'm predicting, will you let me know, please? But to watch this video, take down your notes and do your homework shouldn't be taking longer than about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay? So, your homework, which is due, so for Cluxton and Taylor, this is due tomorrow at 9 a.m. because that's when you have maths. McGrath, it's not due till Friday at 9 a.m. Okay? Right, so let's pick a few. So we're going to go with We'll do question 4A, question 5A. We will do question 10A and question 10D, and don't worry about this. You're allowed to use your calculator. Down to the multiplies, we'll try 4A, and we'll try 8A. And again, anywhere where it says without the use of a calculator, you can ignore that. They don't do that in the exam paper, so there's no need. Okay, did it say it up here? No, that's fine. Here, use fraction strips. You don't need to. You can just use your... Okay, so I just want you to do this as a practice on your calculator. And then division, let's pick 3A. So again, not fraction strips. You can just use your calculator. And let's do 8D. Let me just rearrange that could be cut from an division. Yeah, let's try one of these because it's tricky, and why not? Let's do 10. Okay? So it seems like I'm after picking loads there, but it's literally just typing buttons into your calculator, okay? So I'll snip all that into the homework journal so at least you have it all in one place. And yeah, hopefully that goes okay. So again, that is due for Thursday for Cluxton and Taylor, and Friday for McGrath. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you then.